Hello, Mom Gamers. We are back for another edition of the Mom Game After Dark. It's been a little while. I know you've all been like freaking out, asking where are my Mom Game After Darks? Well, we have one for you tonight. Thanks to our title sponsor of the Mom Game After Dark. It is Noble Vines Wine. First of all, before I get more into that, let's welcome in Emily, of course. Hi, Em.
What's up? What's up?
Rocking your hat. And then for this After Dark show, we have a special guest. Emily and I just weren't enough for this one, and our presenting sponsor at Noble Vines personally requested that we bring in the one, the only, the Stars Hat version of Mike Sirois.
Yes. M's Gems and Julie Dobbs. My God, look at us.
We're back for more.
They really requested me? Come on, I don't believe that.
They did.
Why didn't I get any Noble Vines for this party then?
Excuse me. Okay, does everyone have your Noble Vines?
Do I have some delicious Noble Vines?
Mine
right here at the ready.
Yours was 3/4 full. Mine's like half full from the party.
Mine's full. I've got the 446 Chardonnay.
Nice. I have the 515 Rosé.
I'm team 667.
The 667 cap.
What do these numbers mean? Do you guys have any idea?
Yes, I do.
Uh-oh.
I do.
Getting our copy up.
I do have an idea.
Yes.
Before we get to that, let me tell you a little bit more about Noble Vines Wine, because they aim to bring out the best in wine and people. Their vine stocks originate from highly coveted vineyards in France. Selecting the best of these vine stocks and cultivating them in California has earned Noble Vines their quality reputation. Noble Vines 337 Cabernet Sauvignon, with its rich, full-bodied style, aromas of cherry and blackberry and suave tannins, invite you to share something meaningful and pour good into the world. Noble Vines is always up to something good. They like to give back. Noble Vines has a deep-rooted desire for good. They help people out, hold people up. We see good in every situation and do good every chance we get. You know what, guys? I try to do that too. I do. I'm pretty much the exact same thing as Noble Vines. We choose to pour good into the world and give people our best. We stand for something more and believe there's always more good to give. With that, Noble Vines is actually a proud supporter of the North Texas Food Bank and, Emily, the Do It for Durrett Foundation.
So grateful, so grateful, so grateful.
Must be 21 or over. Noble Vines, Napa and Manteca, California. Please drink responsibly. And you know what? That's what we're going to do tonight, guys.
Yeah.
I can't believe you memorized all that. That was really impressive.
I know. I'm very impressive. We're going to drink responsibly. Reminder, don't drink and drive. Obviously, we are all at home. And that's like, the best time to pour a glass of wine. Because you don't
Julie,
have to
are you in your pajamas?
Pretty much.
And are they Evel Knievel pajamas?
You know what? I think this
I didn't know there was a theme to tonight. I have the jumpsuit right back there. It's like 20 feet away.
This shirt is like some sort of old-timey cattle company. And it's like Texas. I think it's really cool. It's like super vintagey. And I don't know anything else about it besides that.
Would you mind standing up and turning around so we can look at the back of your pants?
Yeah.
We already established.
The pre-show meeting, we had some revelations.
Yeah, what was the revelation?
So, let's pull the curtain back. So Julie stood up to try to move that chair that's behind her.
Yeah, because I don't like it.
Because you hated the chair.
There's something on her bottom. I'm not sure what it is. And so I asked her, what's on your ass? And she said, I don't know. I think it's a hole.
Yeah. I think that's a better answer, right? Like, it's nothing weird.
A double meaning.
Okay.
There is a hole on my ass.
So we have a very specific rundown for the show tonight.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that at all. I think I texted Julie 10 hours ago. I was like, what time are we doing this? All right, cool. Anything I need to know? And she's like, just show up. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you've been cramming for 8 hours since then.
Mike, for those of us who can see you on video, can you explain, there's so much going on here.
Is Emily having anxiety?
Oh, is there?
Is that a neon shark?
Shark?
Yeah, it's a neon shark.
Before we get to any of our silly games, I do want to catch up with Mike Sirois.
Yeah, is there a donkey behind you? What is that?
That's a llama. That's Bennett the llama. And then, yes, that is a shark. What's your favorite color, Emily?
I like green, but I want to mix it up. So let's go.
Oh, you like green?
Oh,
shit. It was supposed to be dramatic. You like green? How about that?
Oh, nice.
What if my favorite color was blue?
Oh, we'd be shit out of luck then. Just kidding. We're perfect. Bam!
Nice.
I got shark options too. There you go. Blue.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
I like that you can color coordinate your LED material.
I can. And I can also put you guys into seizure mode with one click of a button.
That's going to drive us all insane.
Oh, no, don't worry. That's why I know what I'm doing. I put on a nice, smooth, calming one.
Yeah.
Did you say your favorite color is green, Em?
It is.
I didn't know that about you. I feel like I don't know many people whose favorite color is green.
You know why?
Why?
This is so cheesy. I can't believe I'm in a minute. Because it's the color of my eyes.
Oh, you love your eyes.
I don't. I just think, I don't. That was a dumb thing to say. But
no, it's cute. It probably started when you were little.
Well, my eyes were brown when I was little, and then they changed colors.
See, my favorite color I always say is blue, and my eyes are blue as well.
Really?
So hold on. Julie, what's your favorite color? Red? Let's hope not.
Because my eyes are red.
Devil red is my favorite color?
You know what? I never have a good answer. It's a really hard question for me. I don't know. A lot of times
Well, we're recording and we can edit all this thinking part out. Take your time.
Yeah, with my favorite color. Let's just spend 30 minutes of me thinking about my favorite color. I do like blue, and I used to have blue eyes too, I think, Emily, but now they're green. So I know what you're saying. Like my eyes.
Why did yours change color?
I don't know. They just became more hazel or something.
Weird.
I know. So Mikey, tell us so we had you on, how long has it been? A few months. Yeah,
I think so. Was it me and Donovan, or it was me and
you?
Solo?
No, he was on first, and then it was him and Donnie and Cash.
Yeah.
And am I at 3 times?
You're 3-time, dude. Like
you're.
Can I be in this thing? Can I get the number to that checkbook?
Yeah, dude.
You guys are saying you have.
Yeah, just keep bringing the heat. We'll see what happens.
So when we were with you last time, we were really getting into the lovely woman that you are currently canoodling with.
Canoodling. Okay, this is the mom game, isn't it? You two are canoodling, I see.
She was at the mom game kickoff party. Mm-hmm. She is lovely.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm glad you brought that up, because Emily, with her big blue eyes, must have looked at me at least 3 times, and then looked at her with the head whip, and she's like, "What? I don't know."
She couldn't process it.
It was just, and then she'd leave for 10 minutes, and then I'd see her across the room, it's
Still
the Larry David, and I'm by the 3rd time, I'm okay, I'm cool as hell, I'm fun.
I'm cool as hell.
I'm hot.
That's not true.
I'm hot.
So to be fair, there were three women that I really kind of gushed over and probably made an ass of myself to. And it was Christina Ray, your lovely girlfriend.
My canoodle buddy.
Your canoodle buddy. Your sister-in-law.
Oh, yeah, Mary.
Who I basically invited myself to her house to have a slumber party.
You're on one.
Fun, Emily.
Em was on one.
And then Mary. Oh my gosh, Mary Hitchkiss.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful, isn't she?
You can't be serious. She is.
Why? What are you saying?
She's.
Why you can't be serious?
I'm just saying, listen. I love all you boys, and I think you're all charming and witty and funny and very handsome. But these girls are smoking hot. What I'm saying is, I feel like that's the biggest compliment that you can give a man, is to compliment his woman.
Okay. I did. Okay. I definitely took it as that. It was a compliment.
I didn't mean to offend anyone.
The 2nd time I took it as a compliment. The 3rd and 4th, it was.
Well, and I just wanted you to know too that I'm proud of you for snagging that. I mean.
Thank you. She is. I am. As you pointed out clearly, how lucky I am. But yeah, I'm very lucky. She's incredible, and fortunately, she does think I'm funny, which I think is the only real trick, the only golf club in my bag is I can get a laugh out of her every now and again.
Okay,
so
that's important because when everything else is gone, like you guys can still be laughing.
Right. Okay. So I have a question for you about that. So you have this like reputation that precedes you, and but like it happened at our party. Like you rolled in and it was like all these people went toward like
he's magnetic.
No, that you're bringing the fun.
Yeah.
That has to be a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Bringing fun all the time. Like right now, we're basically.
Yeah. Now, say something funny.
Let's put a camera in his face and
say something funny.
Entertain us.
No,
laugh.
I understand completely what you mean, and I don't know that I'd consider it pressure or whatever, but there's different cases of it. Like we did a Do It for Durrett golf outing, right? And somebody paid a very handsome amount of money. Significantly more than I'm getting paid for my time tonight. And then I was going to it. I was like, I don't know what they expect, like, I don't know. I'm not this wild man, but I just want to make sure they have a really, really good time. They laugh and, have a good time. So like in those cases, I feel like just the smallest amount of like pressure to not to say perform or be like
maybe a jazz routine of some sort or
a tap. Mostly, but fortunately I have a go-to tap routine. My Birchnikov is perfect that I can bust that one out whenever I need it. So no, in those cases, it crosses my mind, but like at y'all's thing, no, not really. Okay, you want the full? Okay, no, you want the real truth is because that golf outing happened the afternoon of your Mom Group podcast party. So we were out there drinking delicious Noble Vines wine all day on the golf course. By the time I got there, I vaguely recall what happened.
Well,
I'm just screaming and making noise, and people sometimes find that entertaining.
It would have been easy to not come, like Donnie.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. Donnie went straight home.
Donnie, I didn't tell you this. I don't know if he texted you. He probably did, knowing Donnie. But he went home and he said he was going to like get twiggy, and then he sat down and he like was too drunk.
Yeah.
And fellas, he went night-night.
He went night-night.
He had to go night-night early.
He was having a good time that afternoon too, and he was struggling.
Having a good time.
And yeah, I'm sure he sang that song a couple of times. But I live super close to the location where you guys had that event, and I can just pop home, shower up, and then get over there. Donnie had to go another 20 minutes or so he was really struggling with, do I go straight there, smelling like golf, or do I go home? And he tried.
We would have taken a golf smelling Donnie, but as I told him, totally get it.
You want to know one other thing real quick, since you brought up Mary, the sweet Mary Dans, Norm's beautiful wife, who's great. And I usually, whenever I need an answer from Norm, I text Mary, because I know obviously the phone situation with Norm is non-existent, and I have hundreds of unanswered texts to Norm that just who knows how it works. But Mary, younger,
she's good.
She'll get back to you in no time flat. And I don't see Mary too often. And right when I got there, because we were a little bit late, the bird dogs were finishing up. I think I walked in right as I heard, "Thank you, Mike Reiner." And I think he was just up there playing with him. And I look over and I see Norm and Mary standing like real close to the band, and that's, it's my man Norm. So I walk over and give him a hug and say hi. And it's just so loud. The music, they're still rocking. And then I see Mary, and I was excited to see Mary. I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" And give her a hug. And she's very soft-spoken. So we had upwards of a 2-minute conversation where I didn't catch one word that she said. Have you ever been in that spot where I'm doing
all the time.
So, and you're just, and I don't know if she could hear me, and I think neither of us could hear each other, but we both just tried to power through like a 2-minute conversation where no sentences landed.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't know what in him. I know, because you just said you were like freaking out over a few different women. I don't know what was like in the air, or if this is just what we do as we get older and we're drunk, but it like just becomes a big love fest. Like everybody was just like talking about how much they loved that person. And then you moved on to the next one and I love that person so much. And then I was like, just probably being ridiculous, overwhelmed with like everybody that showed up. But I do that now. It's like the drunker I get, like the sloppier I get. It's like, I just love everybody. Like, I think maybe I'm an a-hole and once I get past a certain point, but it just seemed like everybody was in the best mood.
Well, as you're talking about how awesome you
well,
get.
you gotta give me a warning. Red alert! Red alert!
So,
is there a code word?
Pull back the curtains. The air conditioner is out upstairs, and so things are difficult right now at the McCoy house, the Jones McCoy house. How can we help you, Hattie?
I want to sleep in your bed.
You cannot sleep in my bed. Okay. Go upstairs, and I'll be up there in a little bit. Drink some water and lay down. Drink some water and lay down.
Mikey.
Okay. I love you.
Swift justice over there at the Jones McCoy house. You cannot sleep in the bed. Nope.
I'll get there in a minute. I love you.
You're too good because I always let Ryder end up sleeping with me. Every time Kelly's out of town, he sleeps with me.
Well, but Mike's not out of town.
Right.
Yeah. Mike's not having that. Okay. Go upstairs. I'll see you in a little bit. Good night. I love you. Night. Love you.
You know what I did because Kelly is out of town. And so I was like, how am I going to swing this 8:00? Like I've got to have my kids quiet. And it would be too tall of a task to have them actually asleep right now. I rented the Paw Patrol movie for $5.99 tonight.
Really?
I made an investment. Yeah. I fed them early. I got them in bed, rented the Paw Patrol movie, which they've only seen in the theater. So it's still like very exciting. And then I fed them their cheese in bed.
Their charcuterie board in bed.
What is the cheese in bed thing?
I don't know. It just keeps happening because they'll be in bed, like all ready to go in their jammies. And then they say they're hungry. And so I'm like, well, what's like the laziest thing I can do that won't make a mess in my bed? And I don't want to
here's some cheese.
Is it like a single American cheese slice? What are we talking
usually
here?
string cheese, like Norm. Doesn't Norm have cheese in bed?
Norm, he has admitted to cheese in bed, and his string cheese technique is just to nosh it from the end. He doesn't go with the string option. That is
which
universally accepted.
Is weird, but now that I think about it, my kids might nosh it as well in bed. But I don't know. It's just like something we've started doing, but they should be secured now for the time being.
I did get a lot of love from family members of Julie for my babysitting adventure. A couple of them like, oh, you're the babysitter. I'm like, that's not on the business card, but
you're the babysitter.
One time, it went good. It went okay.
Have you missed Ryder, Nina?
Of course, man. That was talk about being nervous to do something or being apprehensive. I mean,
what was the potty thing? You didn't take the potty thing out and you just tried to dump the whole thing?
Oh, God, I forgot. I spilled the whole damn potty thing. Yes.
I told Ben and Skin about that the other day on our show.
Well, I don't know how any of this works, obviously. And it all fell apart when I picked it up. I don't know. And
you didn't know. Yeah. The little pea cup comes out.
Yeah. And I didn't, obviously, how would I have known? How could I have ever known?
Like anyone could ever know that.
Like anyone could. And so I did a very shoddy cleanup job with a couple paper towels, and I just done and dusted.
That's okay. 100%.
So I do want to ask you, with all the talk about kids and ladies and stuff.
Remember, this is all Emily. It's always Emily.
She always corners me with this one.
She does.
We're
on Zoom.
We only have a few 100,000 listeners every week.
Yeah, so probably up in the millions by now.
This is
right.
Really, it's a tight knit group here.
Yeah.
Where are things? Like, how are things looking? Are you?
Well, that would be obviously many steps down the road that we have just started walking down, I suppose. Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay,
I don't.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that answer. It's nothing's being ruled out, and also no hurry to do anything. I guess, despite my declining age and physical being, I guess those would be two things that might put me in a hurry, but all good.
That's good.
She seems like super chill. Like she's never going to put the full court press on you.
Nervous laugh.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. So, I mean, let me tell you what I did. So, when Mike and I were dating, and I was living in Dallas.
Goalie?
Huh?
Nothing.
Listen, don't you come at me.
Did you pull the goalie? Is what I said.
No, not like that. I just wanted a ring on it. I was ready to get married. I wouldn't necessarily. Well, we were ready to have kids. Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
So he was living in Fort Worth. I was living in Dallas. I was so tired of the commute. Not like it's that far, but I was like, this is ridiculous. And so I decided I was going to buy a house in Fort Worth. And so I was like, so you can either, we can live in this house together, or, you can keep paying rent in your house and we can completely, and he's super like frugal, like he's very smart with money. So I was like, or you can, keep paying rent at your place and we'll, double up, and that'll be a terrible decision. And so I bought a house and moved to Fort Worth, basically to escalate the process.
Wow. Age 5.
And then we lived together for like a really long time, not a really long time, but for a while before he asked me to marry him. And we moved in together before he told me he loved me. I was expecting a reaction. No.
Well,
okay, maybe that's normal. I don't know.
I'm trying to process this all.
Well, I think those are. Maybe I'll speak for dudes. I don't really know. Like,
with you.
There's so many layers to any relationship, and I mean, saying that is one of them, and moving in is another one, and like the order of it all. And certainly, some people consider saying that more or less powerful, I think, than others. Mm-hmm. Meaning that I guess if you say it, you want to mean it. If you understand, and then moving in is a massive step. And I think a lot of dudes have fear of all those steps, whether it's their own insecurity or.
Well, because basically I feel like at some age, at this age, at that age, we were 28, 29, 30. That you kind of think like at that point in your life, like it's kind of a foregone conclusion that if you're going to move in together, then the next steps are going to happen. If that's what's.
It makes it a lot harder to break up.
But,
and
then you get a dog together and it's like, then it's hot.
Do you think it's true that women have I suppose it's a biological clock, but just more of a ticking clock for all this stuff than dudes do? And I suppose that's kind of how our maybe society is. But if you brought it up and you moved to Fort Worth and I might double rent here, are we? Come on, get in here. Get your shit. Get in here.
But hanging around her any bit, you learn like Em knows what she wants and she's gonna get it, and that comes to Mike and love and everything else.
God, I want to tell a story, but I think Mike would kill me if I told it.
I thought this was Mom Game After Dark.
This is the Mom.
Is this not? Is this the daytime version, or is this the After Dark one?
The After Dark. And
okay, good.
You said that Mike never listens.
This is true.
Fire away.
Well, there's just certain things that when you're looking for that, right? You're wanting any clues. You're living together. Like, when am I going to get the ring? And, so we shared a computer. So I decided to do some, just www.a.b.c.d to see if he'd been looking for rings.
Oh my God, Emily.
Oh my God.
You're going to check his entire browser history.
Got to a certain letter and things popped up.
Are you kidding? Was it K? Was every kiss begins with K?
But then here's the deal.
What if when you got the C, it said cheap wedding rings?
Yeah, cubic zirconium or whatever.
Cubic zirconium. But looks real.
Yes.
Important, looks real.
Yes. I gotta trick this one. She's fly.
Anyway, but then I can't bust him on it because then I look like a psycho.
Yes.
So
because you went full alphabet soup on his freaking keyboard.
So I had to put it in my back pocket till after we were engaged, and then I told him.
Boy, that's a dangerous game. If you play the whole alphabet on some dude's computer.
Oh gosh, did you find anything you didn't want to find?
What do you think I'm talking about? They're just some websites,
Mike, okay. Well, we're here. Does every guy look at bad things on their computer?
Yeah.
Wait, this is Mom Game Daytime. We're back to Mom Game Daytime, okay? And frankly, this is inappropriate. what you guys are talking about, and I'm not comfortable with it.
Okay, I'm not talking about you. It's just a hypothetical.
Julie, honey, look, let's just me and you. Let's talk.
Okay.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
I would think, if I had to choose one of the two options,
like every single
like
male.
Emily says, Y or N. If we had to put it in letter form for M,
every single male.
How do I know every single male? I imagine there's
like
some
the old man that lives at the end of the street that's always in his like jean coveralls and
Are you
like that
guy.
This is just a hypothetical.
I think within a certain age range, the answer is
okay when they have the high T.
Yes.
Here's as we're sharing things that are possibly not fit for daytime. I had a friend in high school who, as a dude, and I'll try to say this gently, but I imagine you'll know where I'm going, considering the topic you brought up. But when you're like 13, 14, puberty years, like. Don't worry. There's things that you happen to your body, and you maybe start finding interest in that you never really had interest in, and then you tend to
explore,
find entertainment among oneself. Let's say. But I had one friend who we all eventually admitted to it. Like, okay, fine. Yeah, I do it too. I do that too. I do, whatever. And it's okay. And it's almost sort of liberating because it's like, all right, thank God everybody does it. But I had one friend who like all the way through high school into like when he was 20 years old would look you right in the eye and say, I have never once done that. And I never will. And he was so convincing that I'm like, what the hell? Hold on. Like, that's not possible. I don't, so if my friend Greg is the one who lives down the street and wears overalls from you, then there might be one dude on earth who doesn't, but
okay.
I'm pretty sure we're at 99 point something
percentage. Except for Greg.
And I don't think it's universal either. That's not what I'm trying to say. And so if some woman is listening and she's like, there's no way my husband does that. Okay. Then that's fine. And maybe if that doesn't happen, then cool. I'm just saying within a certain demographic at certain stages of life, it's pretty common.
Yeah.
Pretty common.
Okay. So as I turn the page, what percentage of women look at terrible things on the internet? Yeah. Since you cornered me.
I think a way less percentage.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think there are more women who feel a little more liberated to do a little more exploration than they used to do. Not used to themselves, but like then was,
It's becoming more common to talk about and like the whole vibrator thing, for example.
Oh, there we go.
Well, like I'm
Game After Dark.
Welcome.
Oh, here we go. The B word.
Here we go.
I did, but no, it's like people are like where did I see it was? Oh, it was like so. I follow like a few random like influencers or whatever, and she was just like straight up like, and this is the blah 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 that I got, and here's my discount, and it's so great because blah blah blah, and she was talking about that. And I was like, this is weird. It's like she's cooking dinner and then she's talking about, like, here's my workout tips if you want some abs like mine. And then the next little thing, it's like, and here's the vibrator. And it works every time. And it really threw me off. But like, and so I went and I read all the comments and I was like, oh my God, everyone's acting like this is normal. Like it still weirds me out. But I think now, and we talked about the Gwyneth Paltrow thing, like she's got one. She's got that whole like sex show coming out. Have y'all seen the previews for that?
Gwyneth Paltrow?
Mm-mm.
Yes. Oh. It's like because she uses Goop as her like alter ego where I think she does all her sex stuff and she says it's like for the brand or the business, but I think she's actually like a really big hornball.
Hornball. I'm going to keep track of this. We got canoodling and a hornball so far.
Yeah.
And the hippest podcast going.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a word last time that was funny?
Probably.
I can't remember it. Anyway. Okay, but Julie just was breaking vibrator news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Breaking vibrator news.
You read the comments first, and then she's like, well, let me just click on this thing and then read the product review. I mean, I don't know, the product reviews. Like, it looks high quality.
Yeah.
I do think that's a more, I think especially with the like younger generation, like people younger than us, it's more.
Well, and I think also, and I've actually read stuff about this, actual article about the normalization of things that are in porn that we, our age, to varying degrees, you didn't consider to be normalized, and now there's some things on there that are pretty wild that I think there's pressure for younger people to think that they have to either do or live up to or emulate, that has got to be a very complex thing, as it's more and more accessible and easier accessible. And it's really tricky.
And as a parent, it's terrifying.
Oh
right?
God. I can't imagine.
Terrifying.
So there you go.
Like,
we rounded it back to my answer, which is no, I'm not having kids.
Right.
See?
So you brought it up, Mikey, with your friend that till he was 20 years old said, no. You start thinking about, and you were talking about 13, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Henry's 10. Like, that's closer than I think. And you just, like, how to handle those things. And I guess, I don't know, and I'll figure it out as I go. There's no handbook for this thing, but I think the biggest thing you can do is to be open for them to talk to, but also you want to be careful to not be like too open or give too much information, or there's this like this juggling act of like trying to figure out how to, because I want my kids to be able to feel like they can talk to me without me being like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like,
right.
Out.
You're so close, Emily, to all, like, you're getting close.
I know. Trust me.
Is there a strategy or thought on like just birds and the bees? Like,
so
what's the modern version of that? Because honestly, my dad, and my brother's 3 years older than me, and I think I actually quite vividly remember I had heard the term birds and the bees, and I couldn't even tell you, maybe 12, 13, I really don't know. And I brought it up, and I think I brought it up twice, and my dad like gave me a book, like almost like not the Kama Sutra here, but like how to teach kids about this stuff.
Right.
And that might not be the best way to handle it, but as far as like an intro, here you go, take a look at this. We'll talk in a couple of days. But what's the modern strategy for this sort of thing?
So my whole approach, it has been, if they ask, I answer. So I'm not going to bring it up. I don't want them to get it from someone else. So if they come, I want them to feel like they can come to me with anything, with any questions they have. They were asking about like how they were born, how they came out. And I'm like, well, I had C-section, so they cut you open. How did I get in there? Like it's a lot so you try to answer to the best of your ability without giving them too much information. But also, too, I want them to know that I'm going to answer their questions to where if they come to me, I'm not going to get mad about it. And I'm going to talk to them openly without overwhelming them at their age. Like, there's only so much you need to share. But, like, we're not playing the whole, the stork delivered you to the front door.
Right.
Like, that shit's not working.
But that's got to be complex, being that the internet answers every question in 0 seconds.
Right. Well, and that's why we have, like,
you've like busted him.
I'm dialed in on it. So I'm super dialed in on the activity now because we had an incident. So we had an incident a couple years ago. Friends over Henry's birthday party. They go to a Ranger game. It's so much fun. I go to bed. They're playing Fortnite, whatever, having fun. The next morning, I get a call from my best friend, and she's like, hey, you might want to talk to Henry about what they were doing after he went to bed. And I was like, okay. Something about, like, girls shaking their boobs on Fortnite. And I was like, oh, dear. So we do some investigation, kind of, corner some boys who we're really close with or whatever, get to the bottom of it. Then we go look at, like, browser history. And it started with hot 9-year-old girls. So they're staying in their demographic. I appreciate it. They want to see pretty girls.
That's not a good search.
It's not a good search. And then you go down the rabbit hole, and then you keep clicking and clicking, and you're just like, oh. So then I have to call all those moms, and I have to tell them what happened, because that's what you have to do. That's at your house. And I was, I wasn't mortified, but I was like, ugh, I feel so dumb. I just didn't even think girls, all these kids talk about is like sports and farting. Like, I didn't even know girls were on their radar.
Guilty. Yeah.
So it's the ticker.
Yeah, it's the ticker. He's a future ticker man.
So you have to, yes.
Norm intern, I got a spot.
So now you have to be so, you just have to be on it. Like you have to be on it. Like you have to know what they're doing, because that, as simple as that started, it wasn't like they were in search of like something seedy. I mean, I think they were 8 years old. I think it was his 8th birthday. And they started with that search, and then it led to click, click, click.
I'm surprised you didn't hear like screaming and stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, or they're smart and they were quiet about it. I don't know, but I will say they all fessed up to everything. Every one of them owned up to every single thing, and but it's terrifying to see how quickly that escalated. So yeah, I mean, it was never search for hot 9-year-old girl.
Oh my gosh!
Not going to. I've never even considered that kid would search for their age group. Because like what you just said, that sentence is like one of the worst things that can be typed into a computer in the eyes of like the FBI or any law enforcement agency. But if you're a 10-year-old or whatever,
right,
it might make sense to look for your.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty girls might be a little softer.
Yeah, but no, they were staying in their demographic. They were. But it was, I mean, you can imagine, like, I was like hyperventilating, like on my way to work, and Mike calls and he's like, yeah, just looked at the browser history. It's not good. It's not good. And I was like, oh.
Boy, and you're right. The rabbit hole, then once you click on anything, it's, gee.
Click, 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 boom. It was not good.
Well, the one thing I'll prepare you for as you continue to take these steps is the bathroom door locked and very long showers being taken, and just let the birds or the bees, whichever side we're on, probably the bee, let us buzz.
just let it happen.
Because I don't know. Because that's got to be so tricky, man.
It's like a big train that's coming and then you can't stop it.
Right.
Did you ever get like busted? Like,
I never got. No, not officially busted, but my dad, I mean, it's not who you fooling. Like if you're saying I'm
I'm just saying like
no. I'm saying who am I fooling at the time?
Right.
In my head, I'm like, long shower, like, and you turn the shower on and it runs for 15 minutes.
Book, is it not the shower?
Yeah, that's I'm showering. And my dad did the.
I'm so dirty.
Yeah, I don't know, soccer. My dad did the police bang on the door.
Oh God.
And with what are you doing in there? Like, that's all I need to know to confirm that he knows exactly what the hell I'm doing.
Right.
And he's letting me know that he knows, that he knows as well. And that's as close as I got. I don't think I've ever been, as they say, caught shaking hands with the unemployed.
Good.
nothing like that scene from American Pie.
No baked goods have been incorporated, Emily.
Okay, so unless y'all want to talk more about this topic,
let's move on.
We really did a deep dive. So we were trying to brainstorm. So we have hypotheticals, or
I have to pee.
Okay, or we could play some truth or dare.
Oh, shit.
Like old-fashioned slumber party shit.
I think I pick hypotheticals because hold on. Who came up with the truth or dares? You guys, or are they from
they're
a more reputable website than the one that Emily's kids are looking up?
Yeah, not that one. We didn't come up with them, but we picked. I mean, I won't read you the ones that.
Emily's gone. Read me one example.
What? Well, this is one I won't read you. What's the worst intimate experience you've ever had? I'm not going to ask you that.
Okay.
But
if that's over the line, then yeah, I'm good with.
I'm not going to make you talk about that. I'm not going to make you.
I'm an open book, Jules.
I know, but I have respect for my friend.
This is after dark.
I know it is after dark. Some of the dares are really funny though.
Oh, I'm not getting up and doing stuff.
Well, no, we wouldn't do ones that make you move because then you're out of the Zoom, and that wouldn't be cool anyway. I'm not going to make you move.
That's a great point.
But I know I'm really.
Let's change colors and see if she notices.
Okay, let's red. Change colors. So Mikey,
will she comment on it?
How much do y'all miss me, man? I miss y'all.
I miss you bad, Jules. Honestly, it was oh shit, I passed red again.
I listen, and it's so hard to listen. Have you?
It's funny. I
if you're on vacation, but you're going back.
Yeah, and I really do like DJ. I've known DJ forever. He's a former intern of mine. Like, he's a great kid and funny, and he's smart enough to know that he needs to like chill and like tap the brakes as he wades himself into our show, and obviously more significantly noon to 3. But we miss you a ton. It sucks. It was. And that might be an off-cam discussion of
I know, because
we've talked plenty. So I understand all decisions, and it makes sense. And, I'm happy for you guys with what you're doing and all the shit you got going on. But I hate that you're gone is the shortest answer I can give.
I'm hoping like maybe, I don't know, around Christmas or something, but I've filled in a few times, but when there's slots like with you guys or noon to 3.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Kat to be like, hey, we want the mom game to fill in.
You wouldn't want to.
Love it. Would you do it? You do it?
I mean, for a limited time, for the right price.
Limited time only.
Yeah. The price is the issue.
Right.
The right price, I assure you, is going to be the issue.
It would be fun. We could kill a few hours. Okay, so truth or dare? I'm thinking we could play truth or dare, but he seems to be leaning towards the truths. And some of them we talked about a little bit on our last one, but they're also pretty good. So are you saying truth, Mikey?
Oh, I picked. That's right. I'm sorry. I thought this was spin the bottle for a minute, and I was like, this is weird.
How are we going to do that?
I have Simon, and we kiss every 10 seconds. So I pick truth.
Okay. What's your biggest fear?
Oh, this is going to kill about 5 minutes, so don't you worry.
Oh, you got a good one.
No, I have an easy one. It's fear of heights. No problem. Did either of you see any video of me in the last 72 hours?
Yes.
Oh.
Did you see what I'm talking about, Jules?
Yes, it was amazing.
Oh, is this the VR thing?
Yes.
Yeah. I was listening on my drive to Austin and dying.
I saw some stuff and I didn't have the volume up, but it looked like you were hammered.
He went limp.
I was completely sober. Let me just set it up for you lightning fast. We did a Cirque remote. Thank you for supporting. And it was right during Texas OU football. So you had to make a decision.
Everybody was listening.
You had to make a decision. All right. One way or the other. You pick.
I picked Cirque.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
And it was at a place called VR Trip, which is this high-end virtual reality place, right? And they have all these games and you're shooting James Bond stuff and zombies. You can do whatever you want. You can play 100 different games. They're all incredible. Even 10 years ago when virtual reality sort of became a thing, maybe you guys have seen it or tried it, but it's come a long way. It's very realistic. But there's one thing they have called Richie's Plank. And all you do, you put this VR thing on, right? And there's ear things too, so you can kind of hear, and you're at street level, and there's cars going around. You get in this elevator, you press a button, you go in an elevator, like, all right, where are we going here? It opens up, and you are now on the 70th floor of a skyscraper, and there's a wooden plank that's maybe 8 inches across going out into nothingness. And you look down, and it's the most real effing thing you've ever seen in your life. I am terrified of heights.
The cars are real, the people, everything, or is it animated?
Well, the cars
has it been animated?
Yeah, been animated.
Yes, that's a fair question. It hadn't been animated, and then it was been animated, leading up to where we were. And you get up there, and it's the realest thing in the world. And I'm scared as shit of heights. So we wanted to end the show with me triumphantly going right down the effing plank, and I was going to jump off the end of the plank.
So much shit.
We were in Allen. I wasn't on top of a building. I was at an effing strip mall.
You were.
And I have this thing on. I'm like, how much time in the show? 30 seconds? All right, watch this. And I wanted to storm off the end. And I even had a plan. I was like, you know what I'm going to do? Because I know I'm scared shitless. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to take a 3-second deep breath, realize that there's nothing anywhere, and I'm going to run off the end of this thing. And I close my eyes. I hit my toe on the little plank, and I accidentally open my eyes, and I can't explain it.
You collapsed.
So you can feel your toe hit the plank?
No. There is in the building a tiny little plank that they have set up so you can experience a little bit more.
A real plank.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
But it's 1 inch off the ground.
Okay.
And I hit my toe on the thing, and then you can't help but instinctively open your eyes, and then I see the effing exhaust vents of a building that's 1,000 feet below me. And I've never had this experience. I went fainting goat.
Yeah.
I even like kind of put my arms up, and I just kind of dropped to my knees.
Gave in.
And you know what? That's exactly right.
What we look like when we die.
I gave in to death.
Yeah.
And I didn't put up much of a fight.
You didn't.
Well, in this case, you're plummeting. I couldn't believe it. There you go. Look at the hands go up.
You fell like on your freaking face.
Okay.
Hopefully, Sweet Ted Price can insert this video.
Well, you can, yeah. I mean, you can see
Look at you. There's the plank. I feel so bad for you, Tony Casillas.
And I said, you know what? Watch this, Emily. I'm going to text you guys both something right now. Okay, what's funny is don't even get me started on the Tony Casillas jersey that I'm wearing for no reason. And my final words before I go are, for Tony Casillas. And he's laughing at me on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it even
and a couple people have said, I promise you on this day, I vow to anytime I do anything stupid for the rest of my life, scream for Tony Casillas. right at the beginning of it. I'm like, you know what? I'll fucking take that. All right.
The other angle's even better.
All right. I'm sending you both, Emily, Julie. All right.
So
you
many
just died.
angles.
Really funny.
I can't believe it. It's the craziest thing. I'm sending you. I'm sending you both a tasteful nude.
He is.
Oh.
Well, the bruise on my upper back is from the wall. Get it to focus. God. And that one on my lower back.
We'll send these to Sweet Ted. Maybe he can insert them.
Dude.
Because he loves to produce. He loves to edit our show.
Okay, good. He can put in my.
If we had taken a fall like that when we were 20, we wouldn't have that shit, would we?
No, I agree. I'm a ton of fucking bricks now. I was a premier athlete back then.
But getting old, man, it's just like all the bruises and I'm so sore because I did nothing yesterday.
Right.
That's what I'm dealing with.
Or the year before. I'm just happy I didn't break a hip, to officially welcome me to being a 60-year-old or whatever.
How old are you, Mikey?
45.
45. Okay, you're a year older than me, barely. Yeah. When's your birthday?
May 24.
Okay.
Same as Anna.
Oh, that's right.
Me and Anna.
And then Julie's 28 or something.
Yeah.
I wish. I'm old, man.
Okay, so what's your biggest fear, Julie?
I don't know.
Oh God, she just the same thing with her eye color or her color, favorite color. She doesn't know.
I don't know. I don't have a good one. Actually, Mary asked me because Mary does this Brave Her campaign, which is really cool, where she features women with whatever, a good story. And she asked me that, and mine is sappy and sad, but it's just not being there for my kids. It's sad. Aww. I know. I don't have a fear I don't think I'm really scared of heights. I'm not scared. Maybe claustrophobia. I don't know. Or maybe it's just being hungover.
That's the greatest fear ever. Fear of being too hungover.
I've had hangovers lately that I do not deserve. I didn't earn them. I just
because the older we get, the hard. I mean, you just can't.
There's nothing worse. I told you,
we can't operate like we used to. We just can't.
We really can't. I keep a trash bag in my car at all times for my daughter, and I had to use it driving the other day home from an appointment on a Monday. Yeah, it's just the dumbest. None of it makes any sense.
Well, but I will say you're at the age though. I feel because you're 35 or 36, right?
36, yeah.
Yeah, you're still right. You're hitting that. I've made that adjustment, and not saying I don't, get a hangover or anything, but it's definitely it's like you hit 40 and all of a sudden your body's like, what the F are you doing to me? And you realize,
can't we have something? Just let us have something. Just let me have my
right. But you'll it's just like baseball. It's a game of adjustments. Like you just have to learn to adjust.
Yeah, exactly. We're
and
adjusting.
You'll get there.
We'll get there.
You'll get there.
Yeah, but I don't have a good one. Do you have a good one, Em?
I mean, mine's the same. I mean, all the things. I'm scared of closed spaces. I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of
You're scared of clutter.
I'm scared of disorganization. I'm scared of
clutter.
I'm scared of people I live with figuring out how crazy I am and them, running for the hills. No,
you got them locked in.
No, mine is definitely heights. Like I'm same way. Like I will see a picture like on Twitter or something where somebody's like posing on a big ass rock that's high up on the whatever. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Dude, I'm the same way. Or you see like a hot young Russian couple running along the side of a effing tower in Moscow. Like, why are you doing this? Stop this.
And I don't like flying either. I really don't like flying. And I think that's a lot to do. Yeah. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I, A, don't know how to fly a plane, and B, I'm not in control of the situation. And people are like, well, you're 10 times more likely to die in a car accident. I'm like, yeah, but I am in control of the car. I'm not in control of the plane. And so, yeah, I don't like flying. I'm fine flying unless there's turbulence, and then I kind of lose it. But it's like a running thing on the Rangers charter that if like we encounter the least bit of turbulence, like everyone turns to me and they're like, how's Emily doing? And I'm like, it's not good.
My flying theory, and I don't know if this applies on charters because that's an X factor, but I always check the flight attendants, and as long as they look cool, dude, we're fine. But if they sit down and buckle up or they have a crazy eye, I'm like, oh shit, this is real.
Reach. Dude, there are certain things I look for. Like when that ding goes off, I look to see how, and then you have the different dings. You have the ding ding. When you get above.
Ding ding.
I'm like, if they could do the ding ding and then the flight attendants aren't getting on that speaker, something's wrong. You pay attention, like you said, to the flight attendants. How are they reacting? There's all kinds of, if they do the ding ding and the flight attendants aren't getting up and getting like sodas prepared and maybe a vodka drink or something.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Like I look for all kinds of signs. And also too, I will like survey everyone who walks by.
But then why? Like you're just stressing yourself out.
No, it's just a game I play with myself. Like
there's nothing you can do if the plane's going down.
If there's a terrorist situation, there's people I can take, and I have strategies as to how I'm going to take it.
Oh, I love that. But now,
like I look and I'm like, okay, he's not okay. She's not a threat.
Yeah.
I got this one. I got that. Okay, this one I might have problems with.
Now, if a terrorist tries to take down a professional baseball team's charter flight, that is going to be the worst, the worst effing decision.
I was talking more about commercial flights on that.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's so funny. Every time before we take off on our flights, back when I used to travel before COVID, there's a sweet, sweet man who's part of the crew who will come to my seat and tell me what the flying conditions are going to be like. He'll tell me like,
so high maintenance.
So we're gonna run into some turbulence around an hour in. It shouldn't last but 20 minutes. Like so fantastic. They're so sweet.
He's got a little cocktail for you. Here you go.
I bring
here's your medicine. Here's your flight medicine today.
My wine on the plane. Thank you.
Yeah. Noble Vines, I trust.
It's like this. I just take the bottle and I'm like, I'll just take this to my seat. I just need a glass. Thank you very much.
So you've been on 1,000 flights though, and it doesn't dissipate at all.
No, only when I'm with my kids, because I can't act scared around my kids, right? Because then that's going to make them scared of flying.
Right.
So I can keep my shit together all day long when I'm with my kids.
Well, just wait till your kid's 15. He'll be locked in the bathroom of the airplane for a good 20 minutes.
Oh no!
The one man Mile Club.
You know what? You might be my phone call when this happens.
Don't waste it on me.
It might be.
Don't waste it on Uncle Shale. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
I know, but you might be
Emily,
my phone call.
What is your plan if an intruder comes in your house and you're alone? How would you get them?
Well, with a gun.
Okay, nice. I like it.
She did spend some time in Lubbock. You remember?
I mean,
that's why you put the Texas Tech shit in front of your house.
yeah.
So they're like,
oh, is that all I need to do?
Yeah, even if you've never been to Lubbock, just put a bunch of Red Raiders shit.
Whatever home security sign,
they'll
just
know
put a Red Raiders.
Yeah, just put a bunch of shit outside your house. They'll just walk right by.
So I would definitely go straight for the gun.
Should I worry that like my husband doesn't have even a baseball bat handy? Like I don't know.
No, but get one. I mean, and two, we have dogs. I mean, my dogs would scare the shit out of anybody.
Yeah, that's step one.
Dogs are great.
Do you have a dog, Jules? I don't remember. I was focused on taking care of the babies when I was there.
Okay.
Just cranberry.
It's time.
What?
To get a fucking dog.
Oh, but what if the dog's not scary?
Well, get a scary dog.
Just for that?
Just get a loud dog. A loud dog, more important than scary.
Intruders hate dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
A cat's not going to do shit for you.
Okay.
I saw a study actually. Intruders are only scared of dogs and Texas Tech Red Raiders. There's just legit study that's the only two things to truly deter crime in your neighborhood.
So Emily's covered.
Texas Tech paraphernalia and dog.
Yeah.
100%.
Get a dog, Julie.
Do we want another truth or dare or a hypothetical?
Okay, one more, and we've got to wrap this up. I've got kids that are sweating their ass off upstairs because of the air conditioning.
You're the boring, the lame one at the slumber party.
Yeah.
Trying to in. She's the one that were you always the one that's like, I'm tired.
Past our bedtime, guys. Guys.
My mom's gonna get mad if you talk that loud.
Don't look up porno on the internet. She's gonna check.
Yeah,
she's gonna use her alphabet trick and find it.
Trick.
I've never heard that one. That's the best thing ever. A.
Oh, I think
and wait, this was back in the day. We had to do the www.
Oh yeah,
www.b.
My little master is here.
All right, pick a winner, Jules. Whatever you think. Hypothetical. How about a hypothetical?
Okay, I have this one that I liked. It's really weird the way it's written. It's from that sex, drugs, and Cocoa Puffs thing. You know what I'm talking about?
No. Did I?
No, but this one I picked because, as you know, Mikey, I'm obsessed with dreams.
Yes,
I am, and I really want to know what my dreams are about. So this is it. At long last, someone invents the Dream VCR. This machine allows you to tape an entire evening's worth of your own dreams, which you can then watch at your leisure. However, the inventor of the Dream VCR will only allow you to use this device if you agree to a strange caveat. When you watch the dreams, you must do so with your family and your closest friends in the same room. They get to watch your dreams along with you. If you don't agree to this, you can't use the Dream VCR. Would you still do it?
Okay, shove the Dream VCR up its own butt. I'm out.
And
we've got some hot dreams.
Hot dreams, Emily. Emily's got some hot dreams.
Coming in hot.
No Dream VCR over here. Thank you.
I think I vote yes for this, mainly because I have a longstanding policy that we are not responsible for our dreams.
But wouldn't it reveal a lot about you?
Yeah, but as far as dreams go, yes. I mean, I don't know. Does a dream truly reveal anything about you, or is it just your brain going nuts in the middle of the night? Like,
yeah.
Are you
coming from your brain?
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think it's a reflection of what you would do or do in real life. Like, I don't necessarily think that's true at all.
But if there's like a certain person that's recurring in your dreams.
Okay, what about you?
Well, how many VHS tapes are the family gonna watch here? How long are these VHS tapes?
All of your dreams. I know.
So
Mike would do it. Emily would.
Weird dreams. I have weird dreams.
And I guess the other thing is, like, would you want to watch someone else's dreams? Wouldn't that be weird? It'd be better than like any movie.
But I guess watching your own dreams is obviously something that we'd all love to do. But the price of that, you're saying, is that your whole family has to watch them
and friends. Yeah.
and friends. We're gonna set up fucking bleachers.
The worst hypothetical ever.
Significant other. Right. What are you bringing to the table?
I'm just I agree.
www.a.
Yeah, A. I may do it right here and just check my A and stop.
I thought that was a pretty good one.
I think it's decent. I do stand by that. You're not responsible for what happens in your dreams, and you guys may disagree with this. You're not responsible for what you say while you're asleep.
Ooh, or under anesthesia.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I think I would include that. I don't know.
Do you want to tell us about the movie?
But have you ever had someone?
We got a kid.
Who is it?
Oh, he's running away.
Ryder? Anna? You show him who it was?
The Paw Patrol movie ended.
Oh my gosh, these hypotheticals are so weird.
I know. They are weird.
There's
all right.
The other one was like most embarrassing photo on your phone. And I think I've seen yours, Emily.
Oh,
yours might be that video, Mikey, unless you
I just sent you my bruised midriff.
Yeah, your bruised midriff. So I don't know. I have none. I'm just.
Well, perfect. You were the one. Listen, you were the one clowning me for like, hey, you want to go to bed early, and you're the one at the slumber.
No, I'm saying I don't have an embarrassing photo.
What?
I know.
Listen. You've got an embarrassing photo.
What would it be?
I don't know, but everyone has an embarrassing photo.
I don't know.
Okay, what's the next one?
Hang on, I gotta pull it up.
Wait, what was this? Julie said, Emily, I know what yours is.
Oh, have you not seen it?
I probably have, but refresh me.
Do you remember so we had like the old iPhones? I mean, this was like years ago. And there was this thing where you could send like punch this, and this button, and you'll get all these new emojis this was like when emojis were new, whatever. And so do you know Carla Janeway? Carla, she works on the truck for the Rangers. She's awesome and hilarious. So she sends it to me. Well, what happens is when you do this like combination of three things, it automatically takes a picture of you and sends it to the person who text messaged you, which is effed up.
Full support of that. Yeah. That's a good bit.
It's a totally good bit.
Because you're doing some
it's always like the triple chin.
Ooh. Good chins
I'm gonna
for
have
all
to
of us. It's all chins.
There are 24 chins. I look ridiculous. And then what I try to do is, and you'll appreciate this, Mike. I send it to Dana Larson.
Okay.
I send
ELP.
And you know what happened? The most beautiful image of any woman I've ever seen pops up.
Oh my God!
Of course.
You know what? You're such a bitch.
Just flowers behind her, and just.
She doesn't know. She's like, oh, I couldn't find the emojis, and here she like looks like a supermodel.
Yeah, right in front of the wind machine.
And I'm like, oh, really? And then I sent her, my text message. I'm gonna find it. But it's so bad. And we'll pop it. Ted. Here's another edit to add.
Yeah, more work for Ted. Ted's like, God, enough.
He's trying to end us.
Julie,
what do you have?
I don't know. They're not even like. I don't think you guys would want to answer if you have any fetishes.
I love it. I don't think you guys would want to answer.
You don't even want to answer hidden talent
with vibrators and fetishes.
Yeah, we came out hot early.
I did. You know what would be funny is if I just read through them until someone said raise your hand.
I tell you what, speed round. Let's go.
And then
Let's go.
When was the last time you lied? You can say pass if you don't know.
I don't remember.
Probably recently, but it was mild. But okay.
When was the last time you cried?
Probably within the last week. I don't want no spoilers, but I saw a movie just a few days ago that made me cry.
Mm-hmm. And you haven't cried lately, I hope.
I haven't cried in a while.
Me either.
I'm a crier.
Oh, I know. Biggest fear we talked about. Biggest fantasy. Kind of weird.
You know what? I'll take the Powerball victory hundreds of millions of dollars and nothing to do with it as a legit fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in. Same.
Ever cheated on someone?
Never.
Never. Worst thing you've ever done?
What the fuck? Worst thing you've ever done?
Pass.
Barricaded myself in my bathroom with the shower on for 45 minutes.
Hidden talent.
Magic.
I can rap Ice Ice Baby.
Nice. First celebrity crush.
Zach, what was his name? Zach Morris on Saved by the Bell.
I have a weird one. Mary Lou Retton.
Oh.
That is a weird one.
Who was yours, Julie?
I was 8. She was America's sweetheart.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Who's that?
JTT. Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. It wasn't Al. You didn't have a crush on Al looking over the fence?
No, Al Borland. No. Worst habit. I don't know.
Does OCD count?
Yes. Have you ever lied to get out of a bad date?
I can't remember when I dated.
No, never. Most trouble you've been in, we did that. We did an embarrassing photo. Yeah, I don't know. Do 100 squats.
What the
What?
Well, I didn't pick Dare.
One.
I'm going to find this picture at some point. I'm going to send it to you. And then I'm
please.
And make
Yes.
I think this has been a wonderful Mom Game After Dark presented by Noble Vines.
Give a foot massage to the person on your right.
My Noble Vines bottle is empty. My 667 is empty. This is the final swig.
I still have a ton
I
left.
would like to cheers both of you. Seriously,
Cheers.
always fun. Thank you.
Cheers. Mikey, thank you for joining us. One last shout out to Noble Vines.
Yes.
This is the latest that they're doing. Proud
And
supporter of the North Texas Food Bank, and we're going to put a link hopefully in the Do It for Dirt Foundation with a link as well. So go seek those out so you can be a part of some good causes that Noble Vines is supporting. And don't. If my biggest advice is to not do a Mom Game After Dark in front of your.
Hey, Ryder.
It's Mikey. You remember Mikey?
Tell him to look.
He's getting all embarrassed.
Ryder.
Drink responsibly. 21 and over. Don't drink and drive.
Mikey, thank you.
Yeah, honestly, thank you guys. You guys, it's always super fun. Easy, super fun. You guys are amazing. Yes. I look forward to my 4th appearance. I feel like I'm lapping the field a little bit.
You're lapping everyone.
I hope so. You think someone would give me a effing Mom Game trucker hat, but I don't have one.
I've got one for you.
I would like that.
All over it.
I would like that. But more importantly than the hat is just the financial agreement that we came to for tonight.
We actually did.
I'll bring the hat when I go to the sleepover at Mary Sirois' house.
You invited yourself to, and Mary's like, gosh, Mikey, put on pajamas. I don't know if she said sleepover.
There's no way that
I don't know what we've agreed to.
It's like, oh yeah, Cash is going out of town. I'm like, this is perfect.
This is the best. It should be the 2 of us. We're gonna have a bitchin' party.
Oh no, Christina was coming too.
Oh shit! All right.
We can invite them to our TMG home invasion because Emily and I are having a slumber party.
All right.
Okay. All right. We love you, Mikey.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Cheers.
Hey, what about Mom Game Out?
Mom Game Out.
Mom Game Out.